I want you guys to be mindful with your thoughts in this hour. I want you to be mindful with how you're thinking. I want you to be mindful with the things that you know that the Lord has spoken to you, that the Lord has confirmed to you. Because as we mature in our walk, God is not going to keep reaffirming and reconfirming and reassuring us, because if he does that, that means it's almost like we need to be patted on the back every time we do something. You know, he is a God that rewards, but I want you to be just mindful of how you're thinking. And I say that because, again, here we go. I'll use myself as an example. This morning, something came and kind of caught me off guard, threw me for a loop. But the thing was, I felt in the spirit that God had already prepared me for this. So although it came and it was unexpected, it wasn't really unexpected because Holy Spirit had previously given me insight. You know, that gut feeling that you get. With that being said, it's like, Lord, I know I see this in the natural, but this is a lie. This does not align with what you spoke to me. This does not align with what you said. This does not align with what you've been telling me to prepare for. So I won't allow this to distract me. I won't allow this to make me come off my wall, Nehemiah. I won't allow this to make me look at the winds and the waves and now I can't walk on water. Sometimes you got to have that mindset. And when I did that, I felt empowered. I felt like I could overcome. It was a distraction. That's all it was. I could have easily been like, God, hold on. You said this, but now I'm dealing with this. Wait a minute. Did I hear God right? Did God say this? Didn't he say this? And then we're double-minded. I didn't go back to God and question him, like, why did this happen if you promised me something else, if you've been telling me something else? No, I stood in agreement with what I heard my father say. Lord, this is a lie. This is irrelevant. This is like water rolling off a duck's back. This is not going to get me out of position. I'm going to carry on with my day. I'm going to go on with my day like you promised me. This here is not going to stop me. This can't block me. It was only a distraction to steal, kill, and destroy my peace, my hope for today, my joy. The devil is a liar. So I binded it, I rebuked it, I sent it back to the sender, and that's how you gotta be. That's how you gotta be in this season. The devil is going to keep trying you. Why are my glasses foggy? The devil is going to keep trying you. That's what he does. But if we keep running back with our tails tucked between our legs, are we really growing? Are we really maturing? Are we really advancing? So I want to tell you, I don't care, and I mean this, I don't care what comes your way. If it does not align with what God told you, don't allow that to make you respond. Thank you, Holy Spirit. I've given this analogy before, but again, look at it like you're in the Lord's covering. You have his hedge, you have his protection, you have his grace, you have his promises, you have heaven backing you. The devil is going to keep, like you have your hedge and the devil is right at that line. There's a fine line drawn in the sand and he knows he can't cross it because you're in the Lord's hedge. You're in his protection. He will keep tormenting and taunting you and doing just little things to mock you, to get you to come step into his lane, to step into his territory. The moment you do that, and then when the devil whoops up on your behind, it's like God is saying, you stepped out of position. You went into the enemy's playing field. You stepped into his territory. So he has legal rights to mess with your mind. He has legal rights to touch the things that I told you were yours because you came out of position. So with that being said, let the devil bark, let him mock, let him throw things, let him have his tantrums, let him do what he's going to do because that's what the enemy does. Don't cross that line. Do not come out of the Lord's hedge. That's where you're graced at. That's where you're covered at. That's where you're protected. That's where, though the weapons may form, the weapon will not prosper. But when we come out of that protection, when we cross over that line, when we come off of our wall, and now we have lowered ourselves, thank you, Holy Spirit, because we're always above the enemy. But when we come down, that means we have come down to where he is and we're no longer in our position. We're no longer where we are supposed to be. So when the Lord is giving us provision, when he's giving us instructions, when he's giving us encouragement, he's giving it to us when we were supposed to be here. The encouragement, provision, the instructions are coming, but guess what? We're not getting them. Why? Because we came out of our position and we got down into the enemy's territory. We got down into the devil's playground. And now we're crying out to God, God, how did I get here? God, the devil is busy. God, the devil is doing this, this, and that. The Holy Spirit's like, where are you, Adam? Where are you? Did you get out of position? Who told you that you were naked? Get back up here where I authorized you to be. I assigned you to be. I anointed you to be. I ordained you to be up here. So I challenge you guys again today on this Wednesday, get back up on the wall. Get back where your Father told you to be. That's where everything that you need is in this place here. But when you come down, we can't go crying back to God about what the enemy is doing because you got out of position. Rebuke the devil. Get back where you're supposed to be. Let him throw. Let him mark. Let him do what he's going to do. Look down at it, rebuke it, and carry on. Y'all, get in position. Don't get distracted. Now is not the time to drop the ball. Now is not the time to be questioning God. Now is not the time. Lord, I thought you said. We did that all of 2020, 2021, 2022, and 2023. We're in 2024. Many of us, it is time. You are in your promised land. You are arising now in your position, Joseph. The Esthers are arising. It is time for you to do what you've been prepared for. But you cannot keep getting out of position, getting in your feelings, and getting butthurt from these stupid, little, petty, frivolous things that the enemy is trying to do. You have already gotten victory. It's already a fixed fight. Take your power back. Take your authority back and get back to where you're supposed to be.